Hi there, welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about categories, about tags, and everything related to WordPress posts. So let's get started. At the moment I am in my website and I already added a few new posts to it, as you can see. So the most recent post will always appear first on your blog section. Anyway, you can see that my posts don't have a category. So I'm going to talk about categories because this is a great way for you to actually organize your posts by topics. Okay, so I'm going to my WordPress back office, and once you are here, you want to go to posts and select categories. This is something that I always do first before I actually start writing some new content for my website. So I always had some categories. In this way I can have a better idea of what exactly is the kind of content that later on I need to write for my website. Okay, so once you come over here, you can see that I only haven't categorized. And you should only use this option if you have a post and the topic of that post doesn't really belong to anything that you have in your website. You can actually use and categorize for that. But for anything else, really don't use this option. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add a main category. All of my posts belong to WordPress because they all talk about WordPress. So that's exactly what my main category will be. So I'm going to put over here on the title, I'm going to call it WordPress. And this slug, you're probably wondering what exactly is this? Well, this slug is the small extension that will appear in front of your domain name. In this case, on your category page. So when someone goes to your category page, this is the extension that they will see. And this is something that you can actually customize. So over here I'm going to put WordPress. Also in this case it's not going to be the parent of anything because this is my main category. Also you can add a small description just so you can have a better idea of what exactly this category is. This is something that nobody can see besides you. So I'm just going to put this, and once you are done you just need to press add new category, and you can see that it appears over here on the list. Okay, so now I'm going to add a few subcategories. Okay, all of my posts belong to WordPress as I mentioned previously, but the first post is actually a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a category for all the posts that belong to WordPress but are videos, and another one for all the posts that are articles, which are these two. So I'm going to do a subcategory for each one of them. So this one I'm going to call videos. The slug is going to be also videos, and in this case it's going to be the parent of WordPress. Now once again I'm going to add a description and add new. And you can see that it appears just over here below WordPress. And I'm going to do the same thing for articles. Okay. That is done. And press add new category. Okay, now I have my subcategories. And this is just an example, but you can use this any way that you want to actually organize your posts in your website. Let's say, for example, you have a blog related to food. So you could, for example, if you have desserts, there are several types of desserts. You have ice creams, you have cakes, you have puddings. So what you could do is a main category for desserts, and then you could do several subcategories, one for ice creams, another for cakes, and another for puddings. And then you can start writing different posts for each category that you have over there. So this is how you can actually use categories, and it's a really fantastic way for you to organize your website posts. Okay, so now I have the categories, but still my posts don't have, they are still uncategorized. So we actually need to change this. So for me to do that, I need to go to All Posts. Once you come over here, you want to over your post, and you can see that new options appear below. And the one that you want is called Quick Edit. Once you click on it, you can see that new options pop out. And you want to go to Categories. and you want to uncheck and categorize, and in this case this will belong to WordPress and it's a video. So I'm going to keep it this way and just press update. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the other posts. So it's going to update. Now I'm going to this one, and in this case it's not a video but it's an article. So I'm going to update it and also do the same thing for this last one. Okay, now I have everything categorized, and I want to show to you another thing that is really good about categories. So I'm going to refresh my website, and you can see that over here now the categories appears. So let's say that someone goes to your website and they read your content, in this case this post, and they want to see all the articles that you have related to WordPress. So what they can do is simply click on this link over here that says articles, and they are taken to the category page of articles, and over here they can see the list of posts that belong to this category. So it's a great way for people to easily assess the content specific to a particular category that you have in your website. Also, another thing is, when you start, you really don't have many posts on your website. But if you write on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, after a while you really have a lot of things. And if you don't have things categorized, many times it's really hard for you to find exactly the content that you want. But if you have everything nicely organized, it's really simple. You can just filter it. For example, you go over here, and let's say I want to see all of the articles that I have on my website. So I just select this and press filter. And you can see the 2 posts that I have related to this category. So that's why you should use categories. It's really a fantastic thing. Now let's talk about posts. So I'm going to create a new post and show you a few other things that you can actually do. Okay, when it comes to the options of posts, it's quite similar to the ones that you saw previously on pages. You have your toolbox, you have over here where you can put your title, and over here you can write your content. So I'm not really going to explain that once again. So the first thing I'm going to do is write the title for this post. In this case is Stop Spam with Askimat WordPress plugin. And actually, if you have a blog, I will really recommend for you to check this video where I explain how you can use Askimat, because it really blocks a lot of the common spam that you receive on a daily basis. Okay, so Stop Spam with Askimat WordPress plugin. In this case, this is going to be a video. So if you are using Jetpack, it's really simple for you to add a video to your post. You just need to write this extension, YouTube, and now you need the URL. So I'm going to my video. I'm going to just grab this piece of URL, copy it, and paste it over here. And now I just need to close this piece of code. And there you go. I have a video. I'm just going to add some content just to fill this space. Okay, there you go. And now I'm going to categorize it. So this is from WordPress, and also it's a video. Also, let's say that you're writing a new post and you still don't have any category for that post. So you can actually press Add New Category and do a category, and it's pretty much the same way as I showed to you previously. Okay, now you want to add tags. This is a great way for, let's say that Google goes to your post, and it's an easier way for them to identify the kind of content that you have in your post so they can list it on their search engine. Okay, so you need to imagine if someone went to Google, how they would actually be able to find that specific post that you are actually writing. So in this case, very probably they would use this kind of words, Askimat WordPress plugin. So I'm going to add this as a tag. Now I'm just going to put a comma so I can add a few other tags. In this case, Askimat for WordPress. How to block common spam, because I'm guessing that's something that people would probably look for. And I'm just going to press Add, and you can see the tags appear below. Okay, now you need to select a layout. I'm just going to keep the default layout with the right sidebar. but you can choose another one if you want. And also you need to set a future image, because if you don't do that, what happens is once you go to your blog, you won't have this nice looking image appearing over here. So I'm going to set a future image. And I already have it in my library. So if you don't have it, you need to go to your computer, upload the file that you want, and there you go. So the one that I want is this one. I'm going to add an alt test. Actually, I already have it. Asking my WordPress plugin. And I'm going to set future image. Okay, there you go. You can see that this small thumbnail appears. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a preview so I can see more exactly how my post will look like on the internet. And you can see that I have a nice looking video, a brief description explaining what this video is and the title. Okay, now everything is done and I'm going to just publish it by pressing publish. Also, I just want to explain really quickly another thing. Because I know that many times you might not have, for example, this YouTube option working because it's actually not activated in Jetpack. So if it's not working for you, you need to go to your Jetpack section and you need to search for it and simply press activate so you can start using this new option. Okay, so this is all about posts, all that you need to learn about it. And I hope this video was helpful. If you have any question, just leave it below. I will try to reply as soon as possible. In my next video, I'm going to explain how you can use menus with WordPress. So that is all for now. Stay tuned with Pro Tutorials and bye.